performance by a Jackson High School band that featured toy guns. 2 police officers were recently shot and killed in the city where it happened. Take a look. The performance took place Friday night at a football game between Forest Hill High from Jackson and Brookhaven High School. Some are saying Forest Hill's performance depicted students dressed as doctors and nurses holding SWAT team members at gunpoint. Many in the Brookhaven community we spoke with say they are not happy about it, especially after losing 2 police officers in the line of duty last week.
At the halftime performance just because of everything that our community is going through. And no disrespect to the Forest Hill, however, I think when they decided to do that performance, they should have took in consideration that we was already going through a lot at this time. And we still, trying to figure out what needs to be done about the situation at hand. So
it's supposed to be about football, and I was a band. I have a passion for music, and that makes me embarrassed for bands too. That's such a bad skit.
The city of Jackson has confirmed that the band director of Forest Hill is now on administrative leave pending an investigation.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit you with a video. Now, this video right here comes out of Mississippi. Yes, that's it. Big shout out to my boy David Banner out there holding it down. By way of Jackson, J-Town, yes. I wonder if y'all still got them 2 malls that's divided. You got one big one on the north side. You got another one, I think on the south side, where all the blacks go, then all the white ones go to the other one. And I'm not trying to be racial or anything about it, but I remember going there some years ago. That's how it was. And the one on the north side, way better than the one on the south side and way bigger. But anyway, big shout out to all my peeps all over Mississippi, all in Tupelo, all in Biloxi, all over the damn SIP, if you will, all the way to Natchez, Mississippi, if you feel me. Anyway, when I first seen this video and heard about it, I had a lot of subscribers, my family, who I call them, because I don't have fans, I don't have subscribers. I mean, if you listen to me and we converse back and forth, that pretty much make us family. If not, we shouldn't be conversing, you feel me? But anyway, now they sent me this, and I was looking over it and stuff. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And the first thing I thought about, a lot of you all thought about also, for those who stay in the news, is the Childish Gambino video, Welcome to America. And I'm telling you, look, you have to understand something about entertainment. It's not reality, if you know what I mean, but you can make it become reality, which will be a false reality. But when you watch these videos of him walking behind somebody doing all this stuff right here and all that crap right there, and stand behind somebody and pose, and I don't know how he stretched out like that with a gun and shoot somebody in the back of the head. It's a video, so why mock that video? Now this mock protest thing that they did, this mock shooting that they did, where you have high school students dressing up as nurses and doctors pointing guns at SWAT team members, when you just had 2 officers that was killed in the line of duty, 2 Brookhaven police that was killed in the line of duty. And my condolences goes out to their families also. And for them, the high school, to do this, it's like a slap in the face. Let's just call it what it is. And whoever was over this band, the band director, I mean, he needs to be reprimanded or fired, if you will. And I don't call for a lot of people to be fired or whatnot, but at the same time, you do not let these kids, yes, high school, you still a child. Even if your ass 18, 19, you should be out of high school. You still a damn kid, no matter if you still want to be grown. The adults should have not let this happen, especially the band director, the school principal. How could you let this go down? And never before did we see this in school. When you was in high school, me and you also included, and for those of you also, if we can think back, did we ever see anything like this? No, our band was out there getting down. Our band had battle of the bands. You have all the schools battling, all in the city or the school districts or whatnot. You might have 10, 20 schools battling, or you might have one band doing this step, one dance routine, the other band doing this dance routine. Then you had the bands battling right there. So what happened to those days right there? You know what I'm saying? Where you had the drum major and all these other people coming out there doing their little steps and, the little high steps and whatnot with the little cane and whatnot. Whatever happened to that? When did we get to the point where it was cool to have kids with fake toy guns pointing at fake police officers? And then you wonder why these kids' minds messed up, because you portraying this shit and then you're not breaking it down to them properly. Look, this is not real. This is not real. And this is America. But guess what? this is America to a certain point. A lot of this stuff just get over exaggerated. Because let me tell you this, you go out there and dance around with your shirt off like Childish Gambino and shoot somebody in the back of the head and watch what happened to you. You better leave the videos to the entertainers. Anyway, I'm going to read a snippet from this story and I'm going to give somebody said it before I did, my opinion, surely as we go. Mississippi High School halftime show, let's kill cops. That's what it says. Let's basically just kill cops. That's sad right there. And that's what they want you to do. You know why? Because the moment you start doing that is the moment they're going to come in with martial law and they're going to shut every damn thing down. Then you're going to really see what time it is. You better smell up and wake up and smell the coffee. Now, Mississippi Forest High School band halftime show infuriates the community after students dressed as medical personnel holding SWAT team members at gunpoint. What the hell does this have to do with education? We wonder why some of our kids graduate high school and can't even change a damn tire. We wonder why our kids graduate high school and can't even get a decent job. We wonder why our kids graduate high school, some of us, and I'm not talking about all of us, graduate high school and they just as dumb as they was from the moment they entered the 9th and exit out the 12th. Let's just be for real. They ain't learned nothing. You feel me? Because it's all fun and games. It's all a show. It's crazy. A Mississippi high school has come under scrutiny following halftime band practice showing students mock holding of police at gunpoint. And it's going to be somebody in that stand that watched this going to, you know what I'm saying, that seed going to be planted and they're going to think about this and hopefully that person won't act it out. But it's a good chance they probably will, whether it be a holding SWAT team members at hostage or whatnot, or just shoot out with the damn police. The point is, you don't know the thought until somebody planted the thought in your head. Just like you wouldn't know about certain things until you seen somebody else say it or do it. I mean, that's how it gets passed around. So we don't need these type of images projected on innocent, naive minds. That's very, you know what I'm saying, that could be very persuasive, you know what I mean? Because these kids don't really know what time it is out here. It's up for the adults to break it down. But I forgot, some of you all scared to talk to these kids like they need to be talked to. But you try to talk to another grown person, tell them what to do. Correct the youth first before you try to correct somebody old. Now, infuriating parents and community members were images of the Forest Hill High School band's performance showing students dressed as medical personnel holding SWAT team members at gunpoint as the band played. What was the purpose of this? And I guarantee you it was because the shooting that happened with the 2 Brookhaven police officers that lost their lives in the line of duty, and also this big old controversial video by Childish Gambino. Last year it was that stay woke and all this other stuff. Now it's this is America. I mean, whatever these entertainers put out, the public gravitate and holds on to. They don't want to let it go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a dog biting you on your ass. They don't want to let it go. You have to just look at some of this stuff for what it is at face value and keep going on. There's no need to do this. You know, it's no need to do that. Would you want your child seeing that at school? So everybody in the stand should have been outraged and walked right on that field and made them get off that field. I mean, every parent that's a parent. Now, if you ain't a parent, you don't give a damn, sit your ass in the stands and watch the show. You feel me? Until it hit your front door. But at the same time, every parent should get out there stand and make them stop that right then and there, because that put a black eye on the whole community as a whole, and also the school. And also it shines a bad light on the school board, the school principal, everybody involved. The performance took place Friday at a football game between Forest Hill and Brookhaven High School, just days after 2 Brookhaven police were killed by a suspect. Days right after. I mean, what was the purpose of that? I mean, are you celebrating these cops' death? And some of you all can, but that's on you if that's what you choose to be on. But guess what? The next time somebody rob your ass or beat you down or rob you or your family or trying to kill you, don't go to the police then if that's the case. And I'm not taking up for police, so let's get that understood also, because I know they can be a nutcase themselves sometimes. Not all of them, some of them. But at the same time, you just can't make it like, you know, this is the thing to do, because then before long you lose control, and that's what people will start trying to do. Jackson Public School Superintendent Dr. Eric L. Green apologized in a statement and said the skit was loosely based on a movie that had a hostage scene and was not intended to depict people in our community. Well, damn, if you know this was depicted from a movie and don't tell her how long ago this movie been out, would you also be led to know that 2 cops just got killed in your area? I'm sure you knew about that. I'm sure everybody talked about it. It's not like you in New York City, LA, Chicago, Houston, somewhere, Philadelphia, where the city is so big and you barely hear things because you have so much going on. So I'm sure you heard about this. So when you not say that was like not the right thing to do, I mean, how can you sit up there and say that it was depicted off a hostage scene in a movie when you just had 2 cops getting killed, then you have people dressed up as nurses and doctors holding what appears to be mock fake cops on the ground with guns pointed at them. That's not the appropriate time to do things. It's a time and a place for everything. Read the statement in part. The band's performance does not depict the values in people in our community. It was incredibly insensitive to the students, families, law enforcement officials, and the entire Brookhaven community. For this, we sincerely apologize to all, and we pledge to do better in the future. And for that, they would be on suspension. It wouldn't be no more band the rest of the year if I was the principal. That's why you wouldn't like me if I was the principal or whatnot, because that shit right there, it wouldn't happen no more. And then the band director, if I didn't fire them, guess what? You'd be reprimanded to do something else. You would not be in that capacity right there. Apology or not, the stunt, as some characterized Friday's events, led to the Forest Hill High School band director being suspended after what the town's mayor said involved provoking public outrage at Friday night's halftime show. And if you're a band director and you know two cops just got slain in your area, gunned down the line of duty, whether you like police or not, whether it was a racial thing or not, I don't know anything about that. The only thing I know is the facts of this matter right here. Would you not? Since you are the adult and these kids in the band, it's not their fault. They just following you. You feel me? Because they don't really have the mind to understand. They can't tell you, Dr. Such and Such, we shouldn't do this, because they wouldn't even really know what to say, because you're in control. You feel me? You're the adult in the situation. So how could you still go ahead and do this and act like it would just be all right? I mean, that's just a little bit too much. And we also need to get back to letting kids be kids in these schools. It's these kids growing up way too fast. We thought we was growing up fast when we was young. Shit, we didn't have no damn cell phones and all that other stuff. These kids growing up way too fast, and you wonder why they asses think they grown at 13 and 14 and got 2 kids right now. Oh, let me hush, because I'm talking to somebody right now. I don't want you to get mad at me. Come Saturday, Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant tweeted, "This is unacceptable in a civilized society. Someone should be held accountable," and you're right, they should. To date, it remained unclear what inspired the skit and whether students had sought to sensationalize recent events or draw attention to other themes. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's just like if somebody next door to you got raped or killed or something like that, and you go out the very next day and throw a party in your yard and you showing people getting mocked, raped, mocked, killed, you know what I'm saying, like a reenactment, would that be the appropriate time to do that? Hell no. Wouldn't you at least let the fire cool down first before you try to throw more damn gasoline and charcoal on it? While others wonder whether the performance lacked tact and good taste given recent school shootings and recent shootings in the community, while others even decry the politically correct brigade. You're going to have people going to say, well, it was this or it was that. But the point is, you're dealing with children. You got children doing this. It's not like this is college where you consider an adult. In high school, you're still basically a damn kid. No matter if you're 18, 19. In that case, your ass need to be out of school. Whether you started late or flunked or not, that's your problem. The point is, you have impressionable minds there. You get to college and the other levels, you're an adult, or at least you should be, unless you do get hired as an MD or somebody. And then there were these responses on social media. So let's see what some of these responses said. It says, "This has to be the sickest thing imaginable for Forest Hill High School to have the audacity to come to a school in a town that just 48 hours ago, just 2 days ago, buried 2 officers is beyond words. Where are the families, friends, and co-workers could have been in attendance? This is unbelievable." And that's true. Another one said, "This is unacceptable. In a civilized society, someone should be held accountable." And then also, the news said, "Community outrage over Forest Hill insensitive band performance at Brookhaven High School." Like, how did you not know that? You just further driving a wedge deeper in the wood between the people and law enforcement. Then you got naive children and people out here thinking that it's okay to kill police, and it's not. It's not, because you're going to start something that you ain't going to be able to finish. Because trust me, it ain't just them you got to worry about. It's something behind them and something behind them. You feel me? So unless you're ready to go all the way there, which you shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, unless you just want all-out anarchy, don't promote it. That's all I'm saying. And just because you see a Childish Gambino on an MTV or somewhere, BET don't even hardly show videos no more, on MTV and all these other shows, or World Star doing this, that don't mean that it's right. It's Hollywood. He gets paid millions of dollars. He's an actor. He's an entertainer. He's not one of you all out here walking down the street where you're going to be in fear for your life. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this video, because it's crazy. Let me know, do you think that it was right or wrong for them to do this? And also, what do you think should happen to the band director since he allowed this to happen, and since he's also over these children? If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and definitely share the video. Till next time, y'all stay blessed and talk to your children. Let your children know this is wrong. Let them know what's really important in life, so they will have the right mindset that they need. It's all about your mindset, your perspective, because you can either plant a good seed in these impressionable minds, or you can plant a bad seed. The choice is yours, but guess what? You're going to have to reap what you sow. So if you sow a good seed, you'll reap that reward later on in life. That child will grow up and be prosperous, have a good job, family, life, and just do what it's supposed to do. But if you plant a bad seed, you're going to reap that, and that child will grow up probably to kill your ass, or probably get in a shootout with law enforcement, or just have a messed up, corrupt life. Because the teaching starts what? Thank you, somebody said it, when they're young. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out.